Hi folks, author MJ Gallagher here, and welcome back to my series where I break down some of the mythological and religious allusions in Final Fantasy XVI that you may have missed. These episodes are intended to be a companion to the game itself, and will typically follow the development of the plot, but be warned, there may still be some minor spoilers. Titan as a summoned being has been a recurring feature of the Final Fantasy series for decades, and his epic return in Final Fantasy XVI was confirmed during the game's 2020 reveal trailer. Standing more than 100 feet tall, with an immensely powerful body covered in stone, he is Valisthea's Eikon of Earth. His dominant, Hugo Kupka, is the champion of the Dalmekian army, and he enters the battle as Titan in the opening set piece of Final Fantasy XVI to face off against Shiva, the Eikon of Ice. In ancient Greek lore, there is no single character called Titan, rather the Titans were the generation of gods that preceded the Olympians, or the ruling pantheon. Final Fantasy's Titan is therefore a case of one entity embodying the traits of an entire race. However, that is not to suggest Final Fantasy XVI's incarnation doesn't share the attributes of a particular individual. The Titans are most commonly attested in the creation myth of Hesiod's Theogony, in which the initial 12 are said to be the offspring of Mother Earth, Gaia, and Father Sky, Uranus. Many of these primordial siblings went on to have children of their own, some of whom are also classified as Titans. Examples of the latter include the Sun, Helios, Moon, Selene, Dawn, Eos, and Forethought, Prometheus. Veteran Final Fantasy fans will likely recognise a few of these names. In order to seize rule over the universe, Zeus, the leader of the Olympians, declared war on his father Kronos, king of the Titans. The 10-year conflict that erupted was known as the Titanomachy. During the war, Kronos delegated command of the Titan army to Atlas, an exemplary warrior who came to be feared by his opponents. The battles between such colossal forces were so violent and explosive that they literally reshaped the land. This is reflected when the Eikon of Earth takes to the field against Shiva in Final Fantasy XVI. Their devastating exchange rips up the valley around Clive and the others. According to the myth, with the dust of war still settling in the aftermath of the Titans' surrender to the Olympians, Zeus punished Atlas by sentencing him to bear the weight of the sky for eternity. Nowadays, rather than holding up the sky, Atlas is typically portrayed as a muscular, semi-naked man bearing the earth on his back. It can therefore be argued that the general depiction of Titan in Final Fantasy as a giant, furious strongman who simply wears a loincloth and has an elemental affiliation with Earth parallels Atlas in particular rather than the Titans as a collective. Final Fantasy XVI echoes this. Not only does the game continue the more recent series trend of designing Titan to be a gargantuan being, but it presents the Eikon of Earth as the Dalmekian army's foremost authority in combat, just as Atlas was for the Titans. However, after countless millennia, Zeus showed mercy to his former foe, turning him into stone to form the Atlas Mountains of Northern Africa. This might also explain why Titan of Final Fantasy XVI is quite literally a man-mountain. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to be notified when the future episodes drop, and be sure to leave a comment if you think Titan is based on any other Greek figures. If you're interested in more Final Fantasy mythology content, follow me on X or Twitter for regular posts, or check out my Patreon for my entire back catalogue, as well as early access to entries from my forthcoming book, Mythos, Final Fantasy XVI. My other titles, Norse myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII and Greek myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII, are both available on Amazon. I'll leave a link to all of these in the description below. For now though, take care, I'm MJ Gallagher, and I'll see you again for the next episode.